Love. And this piece I want to do right now is to take away some of the power of this one word that you use right now. Every time you turn around, you hear somebody calling themselves a savage. Not knowing what the real meaning of what a savage is. And we put all this energy into being a savage, knowing that means you just act without thought. Animals are savages.
Yes.
We're more than that.
That's right.
The name of this piece is called Death to the Savage Life.
All right.
As our death rates increase, we wanted to cease to decrease all this drama in the streets. Now it's like our lives are on the lease. We long for peace and we're torn as we mourn the deceased. See, I'm from a different era, where respect meant more than crowd love. In the streets was never something that was glorified. It was something we were trying to climb out of. And calling ourselves bad and bougie was never something to be proud of.
Hey.
But we always hustle to cop the loot. But we rather box than shoot. Nowadays, these dudes get all fancy to go stand on the corner. I guess they block prostitutes.
Ooh.
And they calling this the savage life. The bastard son of thug life. Blaming it on the absentee father saying they act like this because they weren't showing love right. But they need to cease the madness. Because it's ferocity plus absence of intellect that equates to being a savage. It's not like the olden days where fists were raised to decide who was the baddest. Nowadays, the loser gets toe tagged, zipped up, black plastic, actions graphic, and it's routine to be immoral.
So deep.
And bullets are the only immortals. They appear out of nowhere and transport bodies like time portals to the land of beyond the living. Because the streets is unforsaken and hearts is unforgiving. It got me sick of speaking at funerals. It's emotionally brutal to catch the last visual of a life gone too soon. We always see the disturbing to see a life that never blossomed and flowers that never bloomed, and doom seems to be our only destination. And our only dedication is to end lives faster than abortion clinics. They're categorized as nothing more than poisonous business. Then we scream Black Lives Matter just to avoid the cynics that ignore the fact that there's so many blacks causing blood to scatter on the soil and crickets.
That's deep.
And it's embarrassing to say it. But day after day, I understand why some begin to stereotype their own skin type. And dread what was in the head of that pan-sagging dreadhead. No, I haven't been manipulated by anything that the Fed said. Just with my own eyes, I realized some of these rumors are dead head. Precisely on point. It's way too often as we invested in coffins, it's melanin on both ends of the gun point. Both shooter and victim. And the only victim is the system. So death to the savage life. Let's put a muzzle on the mouths of those who glorify street beef. No more praying to the God of Chief Keef. These indiscreet creeps need to be 6 feet deep in books learning to master self. Knowledge is the best weapon. Use that to blast yourself. Let's get away from the black ebonics and focus on some blackonomics and amass some wealth.
Yeah.
Teaching each other to uplift is a task in itself, see, because life matters. Regardless of ethnic distinction, because if our kids die, then the future's oblique. The only thing left is extinction. And as our death rates increase, we wanted to cease to decrease all this drama in the streets. Now it's like our lives on the lease. We're longing for peace and we're torn as we mourn the deceased. So death to the savage life. Thank you.
Yeah.